joins me now ahead of his speech tonight at the RNC. Senator, good to have you with us this evening.
Thanks, Martha. It's good to be on with you. And I just want to say at the outset, I want to join you in expressing my concern and sending my prayers to everyone in Arkansas who's getting the rain and wind from Hurricane Laura right now, and especially those in southern Louisiana who got it earlier today.
Yeah, we've seen some real devastation in those areas and loss of life, and we are thinking about all of the people in your region and certainly in Louisiana and Texas. I actually want to start by showing a piece of Chen Guangzheng last night, who was just so remarkable. And he's a Chinese dissident and activist, and I'm not sure everybody got a chance to see this. So let's just play one line from what he spoke about.
The CCP is an enemy of humanity. It is terrorizing its own people, and it is threatening the well-being of the world.
He was reading Braille off of the papers in front of him on that, and I think he spoke, what you've been so concerned about really more clearly than any of us could, Senator. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought that was very powerful testimony from the Chinese dissident. He sees the true nature of the Chinese Communist Party. This latest threat by a high-ranking advisor to the Chinese Communists reveals once again their true nature and the malicious intent they have to kill Americans, because that's what it is. Withholding vital medications, even basic medications like ibuprofen or penicillin or other antibiotics. If your child is sick and has a high fever of 104 to 105 and you can't get access to those, your child could die, and that's what they are proposing to do. Now, they're doing so because we've begun to restrict the export of high technology like semiconductor software and other semiconductor-related technology. Here's the difference. We can make ibuprofen and penicillin and antibiotics in this country if we choose to, and we should. China cannot make in its country what we make here. They ought to take that into account before they start making idle threats.
Well, it's pretty clear that they're feeling strained, that they're starting to feel uncomfortable with some of these actions, and they're concerned about Huawei, which is one of their biggest telecom companies, and the United States has worked really hard to prevent or to ask our European and British allies not to do business with them because of the national security threat that it poses. But here's Kamala Harris, because I think this debate over how tough to be on China is going to be very central in the next 60 to 70 days for this election. Watch what she had to say.
Right at the moment that we needed Donald Trump to be tough on the Chinese government, he caved. On January 24th, he praised the transparency of the Chinese government. He said, quote, "China has been working hard to contain the coronavirus. The United States greatly appreciates their efforts and transparency. It will all work out well."
Well, she's quoting the president there and saying that he was not clear-eyed when it came to the beginnings of this virus, Senator.
Martha, that's rich from a woman whose running mate has been celebrating the rise of China for 47 years, who in the middle of this campaign said that China is not our competitors or aren't even bad folks. What Joe Biden says on the campaign trail right now matters a lot less than what he's done for 47 years in supporting terrible trade deals that sent so much of our manufacturing to China, drug manufacturing or high-tech manufacturing, sent so many jobs overseas to China. It's rich for them now to act like all of a sudden they are the China hawks. It was Joe Biden, after all, who was responsible for China policy early in the Obama administration when China didn't have naval bases in the middle of the South China Sea. And they stood idly by while China built them from rocks in the middle of the sea, extending their bombers and their fighters and their missile ranges by hundreds and hundreds of miles. It was Donald Trump who just this week sanctioned all the companies and officials who were responsible for building those naval bases. But if Joe Biden and Barack Obama had taken action at the time, that wouldn't be the case today.
Yeah. All right. We'll see where it goes. I just want to mention on the way out here that the senior Chinese diplomat Wang Yi is now casting doubt on the origin of the coronavirus, saying that they have evidence that it perhaps did not start in China, which I know you will vehemently disagree with. And we look forward to seeing your speech this evening, Senator. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martha.